it to be a close game on the road in the playoffs again? It's been a few years since y'all had that experience.
I mean, it felt good. It was, I love the environment. I love the way that we responded. In the first two games, I think everything kind of went our way. We, had those big leads and the crowd behind us. It was nice to see how we responded to a game like tonight where came out of the gate really well. First lineup, executed pretty well. They made a run. We finished off the first half, with that 10-point lead. And we knew that they were going to come out with a punch in the second half, and that's what they did. And then how we were going to respond. I'm proud of the way that everybody played and competed. Could talk about Draymond all day long in terms of playing with 5 fouls for, 4 minutes. Just high IQ. JP, unbelievable finish, and he competed on the defensive end on the pick and roll situations. Clay rebounded the ball. High level, obviously, you love the shots he made in the fourth, but the way he rebounded the ball when we needed those extra possessions. And then Wiggs, just sticking his nose in on 50-50 balls, the big three in the corner. After he had just missed one in the corner, just step back up and hit that shot, gave us so much life, and everybody stepped up down the stretch. And then old man Andre over the top. Everybody just played with some guts, and we needed it.
What were some of the pros and cons you saw of that three-guard lineup tonight?
So the what?
What were some of the pros and cons you saw of that three-guard lineup with Andrew and Draymond tonight?
There weren't any cons. We competed. Obviously, we gave up a couple over-the-top cuts and fouls. And everybody's just going to compare it to what it was at home and how lethal it was. But you understand in the playoffs, every game is a little bit different, especially when you go on the road. It's just, can you, find a way to just make enough plays and just win the game? At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect or pretty. You just got to compete, and that's what we did.
How big was Gary for you guys tonight?
Hey, you closing out the lights. That's JP closing out the lights.
You too hot.
GP was unbelievable with his energy. He obviously, he didn't miss a shot in the first half, and the whole game. Sorry. Big minutes defensively, and obviously if they're going to leave him open, knocking down shots. Those 2 corner threes are huge. You got the breakout transition layup, just putting pressure on him. And then obviously we know what he does on the defensive end, so he gave us a lot of life. Into that first quarter and in the second.
How about that? You mentioned Draymond playing with 5 fouls for the last 4 minutes, but how about him? Biggest play of the game, going for a steal and getting
Just a heady play, understanding the moment, understanding what Jokic likes to do, and he knew he was going to be on an island because we didn't want to give up a 3. So the fact that I didn't even see it, to be honest. Everybody else was on the weak side, just kind of manned up, not trying to give up any open looks. And then I just heard a little commotion and looked back, and he's scrambling for the ball. So it's just a high IQ play that I don't think anybody can make in that position.
How does your body feel after 31 minutes tonight?
Feel great. So see what happens next game with hopefully some more minutes to work with. But everything's moving in the right direction in terms of my body, my foot, and all that. So keep building.
You're at 31 tonight. If you get a few more minutes, talking 32, 33 range. Do you think that's enough to where starting lineup, it's okay to pattern your minutes out and start also?
We will see. Maybe. Is that good? Yeah.
Sure. Raymond's been telling us forever that you guys have won a road game in every series. What is it about you, Draymond, Clay? How do you guys pull that off? What is it about how you play and how you close the game that makes something like that possible?
competitiveness, just I call it a swagger about us that we understand, how to win games down the stretch. Obviously, it didn't always happen, but every series we've found a way to just withstand runs and hostile environments, and there's a lot of level of trust in how we do it. And then obviously this year, with JP doing what he's doing, it's been unbelievable. I'm not just saying that because he's sitting in the fourth row right there. Otto, GP, guys that have been looking forward to this type of moment, being able to extend that trust and that chemistry to every guy that steps foot on the floor. So it's a fun way to play. It's a fun brand of basketball, and the identity of being able to do it at home and on the road, and that many series in a row is pretty crazy to think about. So gotta keep doing it.
Not just Jordan, but obviously guys like Andrew Wiggins, like you said, kind of coming up clutch at the end there. Some of the younger guys. What does a first road playoff win do for them?
It's just something to build on. Like, we don't want to be too, what's the word? Yeah, that might be the word. Exclamatory, is that a word? You don't want to be too, just loud about what we're, it's first round and it's the first game, but we have, is that a demonstrative? Is that a word? Is that a word? Scrabble. That might be 27 points right there. I don't, look it up. Anyway.
One more time. Exclamatory.
I'm going to wait for this.
Yes, it is.
Come on, baby!
Relating to a sudden cry or remark, especially one expressing surprise, anger, or pain.
That works.
That's pretty good right there.
I'm out of here.
Huh? Come behind it. That's pretty good right there.
Can you spell it, though?
EXCLAM. Let me slow down. EXCLAMATORY.
Yes, indeed. All right, David's in the crowd. Spelling bee champion.